Today I fucked up by taking acid and ending up at the hospital. Today I fucked up by taking too much acid and ending up in the hospital. It was my birthday yesterday and I had the whole weekend off, so I wanted to have a little bit of fun. My sister was with me, and we decided to take some acid. I took 6 stabs and she took 2. It was all fine at first, but then I started to trip really hard while my sister was still okay. She was being a bit loud and I kept telling her to quiet down as to not bother the neighbors, but she wouldn't stop talking, and so I went and locked myself in the bathroom until I started freaking out and went outside. I started walking and soon dreamt up this whole scenario where I got into a car accident trying to get snacks from 7-Eleven, so I started freaking out cause I thought I was dead. I ran around screaming I'm alive outside my apartment until someone called the cops, I guess. They brought an ambulance and drove me to the hospital, and I was freaking out cause I thought I was about to get major surgery from injuries that I had sustained from the dreamt up car accident. It wasn't until my dad came to the hospital where I started realize what I've done and realizing how much I messed up. My dad drove me home and is pretty upset, and I'm kinda just in my bed regretting everything at the moment. Too long didn't read, took too much acid and hallucinated a car accident and was calling help until I taken to the hospital in an ambulance. How I've done worse and ended up in hospital on a psych. He'll be over it in no time, but the best thing is just be honest and tell him you know you effed up and are sorry for nearly hurting yourself and that it was a lesson learned. You're young and experimental, people do acid all the time and are fine, so hey, you're just a normal curious person. I'm sure he knows this. Glad you're okay, and I know you'll laugh about it later as me and other people do when my friends get me to tell them about what happened. Still have my hospital wristband to this day, even after many years. You went too big and your tripmate wasn't experienced enough to keep you from freaking out or at least bring you back from the brink. Similar thing happened to me when I was a young man. Very embarrassing, but people will forget/forgive you as to you didn't hurt anyone, you just gave everyone a scare. Maybe choose a different path for yourself and your life. Honestly man, that's really comforting to read. I'm just hoping that my life can continue somewhat regularly after this. Happy birthday. Thanks, just turned 20. 6 stabs. Dude, what did you expect, lol? Should've just put on good vibrations and chilled out, mate. Yeah, I should have, but I clearly wasn't thinking straight. Today I fucked up by putting a squash ball inside my ass. As is tradition, this today I fucked up happened a few weeks ago. After a heavy night of drinking, I found myself beating the meat to some pretty non-standard NSFW content. After a while I decided it was a good idea to pleasure myself by inserting random objects into my butt. Once my chocolate starfish felt relaxed, I felt confident enough to shove in larger objects, one of which happened to be 4 squash balls stuffed inside a condom. As I continued to enjoy self-sodomizing myself, I try to pull the condom out, only to realize it's torn. But not one to worry, I squeeze the balls out only to notice one of the balls is missing. My immediate reaction was to panic. I tried everything, fingers, tongs, spoons and more to get the ball out, only for it to lead to a bit of a bloody situation. By the end of the hour and post quick googling, I realized the ball was stuck up my rectum and there was no way I could get it to squeeze out myself. Much to my dismay, I decided to go to a hospital. On top of a ball stuck up my ass, I was extremely anxiety stricken of this whole situation blowing up, police getting involved and more. After many awkward and embarrassing conversations at the hospital and a few hours of probing and imaging, the doctors decided the safest way to remove the ball was through surgery. However, they decided to pump my stomach with shit tons of enema fluid as a Hail Mary. Luckily for me, the ball popped out in what was a very painful ordeal. At this point my innards were probably swollen and bruised. I think I have PTSD at this point. I've been having cold sweats thinking about this whole situation. Don't stick random objects up your ass, friends. Too long didn't read, got a squash ball stuck up my ass for hours and had to seek professional medical help to sort out the situation. Bro. Dildos aren't that expensive. Or cucumbers. And then you can toss a salad afterwards. Oh buddy. Smiley face. Next time make sure there's a string attached. or choose something that can't possibly slip inside. Good job going to hospital though. Your situation could have ended quite unfortunately if it had gotten stuck. I don't think there will be a next time, mate. 1. Goddamn man, that's rough. 2. What a straight up badass to have the nuts to post this from your main account. Respect. Rough is an understatement. As for posting it from my main, nobody knows of it. Reddit's fairly obscure. I'm from 4 squash balls stuffed inside a condom. I mean, that is just an incredible combination of words. Brilliant. My new band name, actually. Note to people saying just use a dildo, yes, but unless it is flared on the end, like one with balls or one compatible with a strap-on, it is still not safe for anal use. Non-flared toys can just as easily get stuck in your booty hole and require medical attention. Masturbate responsibly. 0. Without a base, without a trace. Today I fucked up by waiting behind an empty car for 10 minutes, thinking it was going through the drive-thru. This happened about 1 hour ago. I decided to go to McDonald's for the first time in years. It's a hot day today, and I had a weird craving for an ice cream sundae. Anywho, I drive to McDonald's. I saw a car waiting in what looked like the drive-thru entrance and decided to queue up behind it and wait. There was only one car in front of me, so I thought cool, this will be quick. 5 minutes passed and the line hadn't moved anywhere. I'm pretty patient though. It was lunch hour, so the staff were probably super busy. 10 minutes pass and I start to wonder why the line isn't moving anywhere. By this time, I was considering just going to the supermarket to buy proper food. Then I see a random man walking towards my car. He sees me, he stops walking, he inspects the car in front of me and approaches my window. Random man: hey, why are you parked up here? Me: oh, I'm waiting in line to order a sundae, haha. Random man: you know that car in front of you is empty, right? There's no one inside it. Me: huh? Why is an empty car waiting in the drive-thru? Random man: oh no, this is just a car park, and you're kinda blocking the road. Drive-thru is over there, points towards a line of cars in the actual line / me: oh, I see. Haha. Guess I better go over there then. I just backed up and left Lamau. I feel like the other cars were judging me for waiting in the wrong place. But also I'm glad someone told me I was in the wrong place. Thank you, random man. Too long, didn't read. Waited in line for 10 minutes behind a parked car thinking I was in line at a drive-thru. Random man told me I was in the wrong place. Left hungry due to embarrassment. It happens to the best of us. Smile. Finally gets to drive-thru window. Sorry, the ice cream machine is broken. I'd love to see a picture to see the level of F up we're talking about. Was a trash can positioned to look like a speaker or something? Also, most of these bright-ass digital menus now that burns your retinas. There was a thick-looking pole up ahead of the car parked in front of me which looked like it could be a speaker. Lamau. One time I drove up to a whole semi stopped at an intersection in a residential area close to my home with no businesses nearby. Never seen a semi on this road before. Kind of weird, but maybe they got lost or something. I stopped behind them and waited, but they never moved. Didn't notice there were no brake lights or anything. Another person drives up behind me and just goes around. Turns out I was waiting behind a semi that was simply parked way too close to the stop sign. I felt so stupid. Ten minutes pass and I start to wonder why the line isn't moving anywhere. Did you also wonder why no cars got in line behind you? Honestly, that didn't pass my mind. I was more worried about how the place might be super understaffed or have a broken ice cream machine, etc.